Imaginary, these appearances of the physical body and mind. So you have any question, then otherwise we'll go to the reading.
Swamiji, so when I die,
When we die, only nothing will happen, only physical body will remain, but the whole entire thing will go.
Yeah, my question is the mind has a memory as well, right? And so mind will be there, right?
Mind will be there.
Because the physical body is gone, the memory won't be there. But
Huh?
there will be some kind of a memory.
Of course, memory in your dream, you have your memory.
Right.
In the dream, what happens? Some hundreds and thousands of memories. Out of that, one or two thoughts come. That is your dream.
Right.
But when you go to deep samadhi, what will happen? Or another body, there is subconscious mind also is included there. Mind has two levels, conscious and subconscious. No, this I am talking to you. It is the conscious mind, and there in my mind infinite number of impressions are there. Whole package will go.
You know, Swami, there's a lot of research. I just saw a paper today that I say I haven't read yet about our memories. Literally, they're being passed on physically for 14 generations. So they're saying like traumas that were experienced 14 generations previous, we're walking. So if it's even happening on a physical level, it's there.
Yeah. Now we carry that. Yes, this we carry our. That is the Hindu thought, Buddhistic thought. In our rebirth, we carry our all the past impressions. So we don't give up our ego. Think whatever you do in your dream, that is your body. You go in minus the physical body. That is your afterlife. After the death of this body, you will live in that type, some type of state like that. It may be joyful. When you are dreaming a good dream, that's a dream, joy dream. And its time is relative. Time is relative. According to science, how long we dream? Huh? How many seconds? Huh?
Fraction of seconds.
Few seconds only, fraction of seconds. But some seconds are not 1 minute or 2 minutes, is not that. But we see whole night dreaming and as if, oh my God, so many things is happening. So if that time is so relative, therefore experience after death will be long or short depending on the what dream you are dreaming. That's why our thoughts should be directed towards God, so that godly thought comes and you will live in godly plane. That's why I call Devaloka. There will be different planes, because you live in that consciousness. And when it is that dream is finished, then you will search for entering into another body. Unless you are Brahmajnani, unless you have touched your real self, unless you have done that, then you will have to be born again. How will you born? How will you be born? Because of the desire. Last desire will be there in our body.
But Swami, what did you say? Couldn't it be possible that Brahman itself is choosing to have this repetition?
Okay, so anyhow you say that means why choosing? Who is choosing? There will be some ego.
I don't know that.
No, this is the ego. For me, this is my ego. Anandamaya kosa. That is choosing. I want to be like this. I die, then I will be like this. Next life will be like this. I'll enjoy this way. I could not do it. In next life I will do. This type of desire comes, and whatever desire comes, we have no control. At the point of death, we have no control of our thoughts. Now you can control your thought. Something you want to say, you may say, no, I won't say. You're controlling. But when death will come, see, the eyes loses its strength. Automatically gone. Ears are losing its power to listen. It goes last. But all other sense experience drops. And the mind you cannot forcibly change the mind. Whatever mind is thinking, that is the thought. That's why so much care has been given to the Gita and other areas, that what is your last thought is very important. That's why you do japa, you do meditation, so that your last thought becomes divine thought. So that you don't dream bad dreams, frightening dreams, or dream of what you call the hell dream. Rather, dream, if you have to dream, dream, higher dream. And then when the dream breaks, with that impress, enter into another body if you want again, and then finish your and attain liberation here and now. Sitting here, you realize God. See God everywhere. Then you are done. You are not to go anywhere. Where will you go? If you see yourself everywhere, that is the conclusion of Vedanta. And that is the conclusion of the all spiritual journey.
I have a question, if you don't mind. So I've heard of these, like pujas, where they can remove the karma that you carry from your relatives. Is that, do we do that? Do we carry karma from people that we're related to? And how does that show up?
Others karma, I do not know. How others karma, we only highly spiritual people, they have enough stock in their pocket, they have millions of dollars, they can repay our loan. My loan was 5,000, he can give it kindly. So Ramakrishna, if he comes, or Vivekananda comes, or great spiritual giants come, they say this poor guy is suffering because of his so much loan. Okay, let me grant. So from his $1 million, he gives this. Okay, you are free. So they can take, but they have stock enough. That will not affect much. But if beggar, if in his pocket there is 5 cents, and he gives away 6 cents, where will you get 6 cents? 5, if you give, you are a beggar again. So you cannot. Ordinary people cannot take the karma. And that is not our purpose. Our purpose is to actually realize that karma which is binding me here and allowing, seeing, making me see like this, let it be overcome. And I be free from karma. Karma, again, karma is happening why? Karma, we do karma. Why? Because of what? Why we do karma? Huh? Come to the point. Desire. I have some desire. That's why I do that karma. If you have no desire, you don't go to what you call the Trader Joe's unless you need some milk or something or eatable or something. What that supply is available there. So you desire. This desire comes. Oh, I will have to have milk. Oh, I want to get. Okay, go to Trader Joe's, and that thought comes, and then you take the car or you walk and go. Your activity starts. And if you have no desire, why will you go to Trader Joe's? Why will you go to any other place? You be enjoying yourself. I don't need it. I have everything with me. Yes.
When we talk about purifying the mind by doing japa and meditation,
Yeah.
aren't we talking about purifying our karmas?
That's in another language.
Subtilizing them,
Another language.
spiritualizing them.
Doing japa is wiping out our karma. It is said that we are doing austerities, that is wiping our karma. They say sometimes we are suffering in disease. This disease is actually wiping out our karma. That means all these are balancing what covering we have created more, that is getting out. So karma, desire leads to karma. And karma leads to desire. I do one karma. Then you go to shopping and then you find another item. Wow, it is good. Let me purchase that also. It happens all the time. So this is the way, huh? Yes.
How is there this transition from vyasti to samasti? Like what?
You need not have to think of bestie or samasti. If you can merge into the self, then your bestie is gone. Who is bestie? Bestie is a technical term here. Bestie means individual. Samasti means totality. I am individual. How long? So long you are in this food body, so long in subtle body. In your subtle body you think that you are somebody. and you are in a dream, less sleep. There also I slept. I is there. If this I dissolves, if that I also goes away,
So is
then where is self, where is Brahman? It's all Brahman.
is there also an ego behind Ishvara
You
consciousness?
need not have to think all those things. Ishvara has, that's a creation theory. Don't go to that.
Right.
For our regular spiritual practice, if you can every day hit the self inside and lose your body, mind, ego identity, you forget that I have no body, I have no mind, I have nothing, I am that. You can really reach that point, then actually you have merged into the cosmic consciousness. And that is called Brahman. Their self becomes Brahman. Self is self because there is ego. My body, my mind, I. If this I dies, who will say my body, your body? There is no body, there is no mind, there is only one ocean of joy. So Brahman, Vesti, is called self, becomes equal to Samasti. Samasti means totality. Huh? The drop of water, and when it merges, look at that. When the drop is dropped, it is separate. It is small. This is big. Samasti. It is huge. This is Vesti. Only my ego, I. But when it merges into the ocean and asks the drop, hey, what is your name now? What will be the name of the drop? I'm ocean. He has no identity, other identity. So long we are separated. Yatra itara pashyati, itara srinoti, itara jigrati. Whenever you see something, you hear something, you taste something, touch something, that dvaitam, that is duality. And when that merges into that one, you are gone. Who will say? Samasti is a language we are talking because I am in this duality. If I die, who will say it is I or thou? All this will go. Die means not physical death, but death in spirit.
Such a fear though we come up to when we come up there. What is that?
Huh?
That
Kama?
fear.
Huh?
Fear.
Huh?
You know, there's a core fear of
And
that.
that because we live with this limited thing, we feel that after death probably we'll die and we'll end, everything will go away. Huh? But if we really, that's a regular meditation. It gives us regular thinking of the Atman, gives us, opens up a new horizon and gives us greater joy and greater joy and greater joy. Then we feel losing into that is not bad. It will bring greater joy and greater joy. So then there will be no fear. But suddenly, if you take anyone, a child, and throw him into the ocean and swim, and no. To swim into the ocean, you first practice in your swimming pool and make yourself little ready, and then go with some assistant to take a dip in the ocean, and then try to swim how to overcome the waves. No? So this is this training, this is called spiritual training. Then fear will go away. So fear can go away when you experience the joy. And thinking that I am this much, I will be lost. That is a fear always. But if I know I am that infinite, I cannot die. It is not intellectual knowledge, but it is experience, meditation, and analysis. Even not meditation. We talk about meditation because it is very popular word. And Vedanta will say by perfect analysis. Bhakti will say perfect dissolving, taking full surrender to Lord. If you take full surrender, what happens? Your ego is surrendered to the cosmic ego. If your ego is surrendered to the cosmic ego, you are gone. Cosmic ego remains. And in that cosmic ego, what happens? You need not have to bother about that. And you will not be frightened because that is, you are just entering into the joy and greater joy, bliss and more bliss and limitless bliss. So, spiritual life is full of joy if we can really enter into it.
I sit at home drawing pictures, and at the end of today, I said, I'm just making some scars here. I should be spending my time in meditation. I can't find a reason to draw tomorrow. I'll do it, but done that. I should leave it.
No, you are doing some drawing, painting. Huh.
I'm just making a deeper hole to have to climb out of.
Huh.
So, but if that were the case, then nobody would do anything.
That's
We have
the-
to sustain.
No, if you go inside and get into that joy, you will feel the interest of doing anything. That's a better place to be not working. It is not happening in millions. One person can get there. Don't think we are not to be worried. The world, what will happen? Everyone will go to that. No, no. We are millions of people are struggling. By God's grace, one or two occasions can get a touch of that. So if you get that, work drops. You cannot. How can you work? Work is to get something, no? Always we work for gaining something, getting something, some satisfaction, some joy, some peace, no? You may say, no, I want to get money. Money for peace.
Or to be of service.
Huh?
To be of service to humanity. We're supposed
That's
to.
also an expectation. Service to humanity. Who are you to serve the whole humanity?
But better.
It is a beginning stage. These are all good for the beginner. When you are talking in a very high level, don't mix that. In that level, it is you will feel that, God, who is God? God will help God. That's a different level. But for us, no, don't do that. For us to serve people will clear my mind, purify my mind. What is needed for me is not the same for a person who have gone so high. Maybe they are living in the Vijnanamaya Kosa or Anandamaya Kosa consciously. They are different. I am living in Anandamaya, Annamaya Kosa. Huh? So Annamaya Kosa, you are developed yourself if you go to the second stage, Pranamaya Kosa. You think that you are not the physical, but you are all energy. This whole body is nothing but energy. You have raised your consciousness a little higher. Then you say, no, 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 it's all wrong. It's all mind. There's nothing but mind. You have raised another level. Then you say, no, 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 mind. Mind is vacillating. Mind is creating all this impression wrong. But it is the actually real understanding of the truth. You are penetrating into higher realm. And then you see, no, no, no. It is only the Ananda, but it is covered with ignorance. And then penetrating that, oh, it is Ananda, Ananda, Ananda Keval. You are that place.
If we hit that level of everything is Ananda, then there's some point at which there's no me to do anything, there's no world to do it in, there's only Brahman.
Yeah.
There's only Brahman, then that's all there is.
In that
Everything's
state,
done for me. If I leave here tonight, I'm not going to drive home. I mean,
no, it is not necessary. In that state, you cannot do that. But you have to do that. Ramakrishna, when he went, he cannot do anything. His body is dead body. To do something, he has to come down and say, I shall have jalebi.
But we do hear that on some level.
And we are in
some
this
point,
level. For us, no problem to go there. We have not gone there.
Something is living us at some point.
Something is leading us.
It would be God. God would be, I wouldn't be, there's no me, so it has to be God doing this. So why don't I just stop all the chugging of the mind
If you are sincere to this thought, if you are sincere what you are talking, wholly you believe and be really in that, it's good for you. If you are in that, really you believe that. It is a question of what is your mental state.
I've heard swamis around here say that ultimately we are lived and only we're too dense to realize it. And I've read it and various things.
No, what we know in lecture, in talk, what we say mixed thing for everyone. But individually, if you come to question, it will depend on your mental state, your conception, your faith, your trust. And then if you really believe that, that is your path. That's the beauty.
You're already in that state.
Right. And actually you move in that direction, you will reach the same goal.
So you're saying on some level, then I would step aside and say, something's living me, I should get out of the way.
But you have to be sincere. What is leaving you is due to attraction for this Atman. We have to analyze that. Something is dropping from me. because of my intense love for the divine bliss, or it is for something else. If it is for that, yes, perfect. But we sometimes it is not. Maybe some other hidden agenda of the mind, I do not know. We trust our mind too much, but our mind is very deceptive. You have to be very careful to analyze the mind. Really, it is for that divine bliss. I am feeling disinterested, or because of something I wanted, I didn't get it, that's why I am disinterested. I love someone, and because he does not do the way I think, I am disgusted. Is that Brahmajnana? Or it is for I love God so much that I don't have any interest. That is the point. It is all centered around the focus. Focus is God, you can say. Focus is self, you can say. Focus is the manifestation of the Brahman, whatever you say. Just truth is only one. If we are centered around that, then everything is okay. So, okay, we have done enough. Okay, we can skip our reading now today.
One last thing.
I said, no, you can do that. Yeah, go on.
When you say the mind and to watch out being deceived by the mind, now you're talking about the mana, but the jnana is the part that checks up on the mind to
Right,
make sure
right.
it's not deceiving one.
Yeah. You see, you watch your mind, no? Who watches your mind? Your determinative faculty watching your mind. And your determination is, who is watching that? I determine this. I will do this. Just I is behind. So it is all linked together. This is it is unripened ego. Big I is Atman. Big I is universal ego, that is Brahman. But what you say I mean, what do you mean? I Tara. What I say I mean, whatever I say, I mean I am Sarvadevananda. With my all this mental, emotional, intellectual, all ability punched together is me. We are talking about this, but in whole heart, see, all of us here, tell me, are you not feeling that? If you say I, what do you mean by that? You are a package of your body, mind, emotions, ego and intellect. How much I say I am Atman? Our package, it is a package which is ingrained into our very personality. So this personality is to be given up. And then say, I am Atman. That's why neither the mind, neither the ego, neither the intellect. This has been hammering again and again and again. Probably this is in every talk of Vedanta we hear this word. I am not the body, not the mind, not this. What is this business? Because I cannot think of myself without this. Whatever I say, it is intellectual talk. If you can really feel that I that, then you are a Brahmajnani. So our struggle is to disidentify with this false body-mind realities. And it really, as I always analyze, there is no such I. The split second you say I, your old I is gone. Your old body is gone. Your old mind is changed. Everything is changing. That's why we are reading in the Buddhistic philosophy, Kshanika Vijnana Dhara. Kshanika Vijnana. Kshanika means momentarily. Vijnana means the understanding. Dhara is a flow. One understanding, another understanding, another. It comes in such a quick sequence. I think that I am experiencing all this. But I am experiencing nothing but the changes. That is Buddhistic idea that we are only watching the changes. In a 1 millionth part of a second, it is changing. 1 billionth part of a second, it is changing. That's why it is infinite. Time is infinite. 1 second is not 1 second. You split it, there is infinity here. And in this infinite gap, we are changing in this quickly. And it is happening in such a way, I am not aware. That's why I think I am the same person of yesterday and today. So,
But it is true down deep in there in the core, there is something that's unchanging.
yeah, that is the self. Because of that, these changing things are possible. If there is no static something, movement cannot be thought about. If there is no static road, freeway, you cannot say that my car is going 60 miles speed. The speed is related to the non-speedy something or which is static something. So similarly, everything is changing. A change is possible because there is something with relation to which it is not changing. And that's why we call Atman is the unchanging and everything is changing. This is a Vedanta, actually, those who are real Vedanta student, they day and night think about this. It is not one day's discussion. It is a serious thing. Just think, am I this? How the body is functioning. Go to science, take all the technological and scientific researches what we have brought before us, modern science, and think how the body is functioning. What is the force behind it? How I am talking. The Upanishad talks about that. Kena Upanishad. Kena ishitang preshitang patati manaha. Kena prana. It's a pranamaya kosa. Prana prathama praiti yuktaha. Kene shitang bacham imam vadanti. How my bacha, speech, is being produced. What is that? How my bach is produced? I am thinking something in the background and it is translating so quickly and my lips are turning and I am saying. We do miracles. Every one of us is doing miracles, but you do not know how we do that. You say something, I immediately respond. And how quickly you do that? How the information goes? Where does it go? How your immediate reactions are coming out? Kena, who is there? That is the quest of the Kena Upanishad. Very first question of the sages is that Kena, who is behind me? Allowing me to see, to taste, touch, feel sorrow, suffering, happiness, joy. Who is that? Who connects my mind with the sense objects? These are all like a robot. Robot has it. You put two cameras there. But who connects the camera to see the light from there? It will fall there and it will carry the image and it will bring the reaction and to work. Who is that happening? The brain. Doctors say brain. What is brain? What do you know of brain? Who has designed it? How the brain is functioning? Who is behind the brain? This research has been done in ancient time and sages after sages have probed into it and they found some response. Pranasya prana. The Upanishad says, who is that? He cannot use any language. Because it is your prana, the vital layer. No, it is not your force. It is the real prana behind this prana. There is no response. We cannot understand by that mystic language. It is not the eye, it is the real eye. What is that real eye? It is not the ear, it is the real ear. You are using some mystic language. Pranasya prana. Shau manasu manujat bachaha bacham. This speech, it is a real speech is inside. That is the speech. What is that? And that's why our ancient sages said, don't put question. Go and meditate. You listen one point and try to understand it. Not everything can be understood. You reflect on that. Really. Acha, how my perception? Just you sit down and think. I see you. I see the world. How my perception is happening. Quietly sit. Take the science, what science has given us. Take the knowledge of that and try to go as much as you. You will stop at one point. Science gone up to a certain point. And then you will have to say, what next? Who is doing that? Go back, go back, go back. And that going back, the sages have given this hand note. It is their finding. It's a scientific finding. You want a student, you probe starting, we are all standing in the outer, this level. Most outer. Now you want to see what is happening, just probe. Rays of light falling in my eyeball, okay, creating inverted image, carried by the nervous system and going to the brain cell, and the certain cells are stimulated, and this is giving an image, and I say yes. Don't make it so easy. Then you go, science has told that part, but you say next what happens? And then you start to look at this. Oh, this is happening because all are alive. It is prana. It is energized. All the defects come in physical health. Energy level less. You fall sick. When you get cold, your energy level goes down. Increase the energy level. But this energy is physical energy. And go back, go back, go back. And then we'll have to go to the prana, that energy level. But you see, prana is not enough. Who controls the prana? Who is behind that? It's a going inward journey. We are here in the outer, we have to go this way to the self. And every day, sitting quietly, you need not have to believe in anyone saying anything, you experiment it for yourself. Try to see what it happens for you, how you perceive that. And then match with the findings of the saints and sages. You will find it matches. Then you will find, wow, it is true, it is true. That's why it is verified and verifiable. But we have to employ this, take these tools, apply that in our life, and get the best use of it. So, three things. One level is called the 5 koshas or sheaths. Second idea is the 3 body. I am working in the physical body now. I work in my subtle body, in dream. I work with my third body, which is causal body. Only that body remains for me. I am aware of that. Others have all merged into that. And when it extends, causal body is working. Now causal body is also, I is working there. My subtle body, intellect, mind, emotions, and my prana, energy, all are working now. And plus we have the physical body. So causal body, subtle body, gross body. 3 are functioning now in the gross state of our waking state. When you go to dream state, you drop this outer cell. Identity with the outer cell. You don't drop, but body drops. Body identity or awareness drops. And then you live in the 2 bodies functioning together. Causal body and the subtle body. But don't mind, Atman is always there. Without Atman, nothing will happen in any plane. And now you fall into deep sleep. Only one thing remains, and that is the causal body. And behind that, Atman is there. And you can drop that causal body also, then you are a Brahmajnani. And every day's meditation is to make a journey towards that. We make that representative of self as our Ramakrishna, as our Ishta Devata, Christ, Buddha, Rama, whatever. That we symbolize that self as such humanizing the infinite. Some may like, some may think that it is light only. Okay. But light is also a symbol. Ramakrishna is also a symbol. Om is a symbol. Everything is a symbol. You cannot think of the infinite. How can you think of the infinite? So you must have to take some symbology. With that symbol, you start probing and think it will reveal itself in its own glory. As soon as all the confusions of different levels of the covering will be cleaned up, then the truth will reveal. So please take this seat with you, but work on that. Don't throw it away. This is for your task, home task. And this is not one day's task. You can every day can spend some 5-10 minutes seriously. Sit at certain point. You do your bhakti sadhana, you do your karma, do everything. But also think this way for 5 minutes. You see, day by day, new clarity will come. Some of the monks, they live day and night in this consciousness. Don't think it is so easy. In one class, we will be able to explain everything and I will understand everything. No. It takes whole life struggle because it is so much that truth is embedded in it, and also our layer of ignorance, our past samskaras, they are all covering this real nature of our divine self, and it is so much clouded and cluttered. So to clear that, everyday thinking, thinking, thinking. That's why Swami Vivekananda said, say I am Atman, I am Brahman, I am that, I am that. But never make a mistake. I am, that means I am a egotistic person. I am so big, I can control you. No. That I is a ignorant I. And that is rejectable. That is to be rejected. That I will be the big I, cosmic I.
Does this chart come primarily from Vedanta philosophy, Samkhya philosophy, or which of the Indian philosophies?
Mostly it is Vedanta.
Vedanta.
Yeah, Panchakos is Taittiriya Upanishad, you know. These are referred in the Upanishads. Okay, so let us end here and let us chant again. But chant properly. Wait. Om Sahana. Always do like I am doing. Sahana Bhavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Saha Biryam Karava Bahai Vavahai Tejashvi Tejashvi Navadhitamastu Ma Vidvi Sha Bahai. Short vowel, long vowel. Ma, long vowel. Ma Vidvi Sha, long vowel. Bahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Ma. Thank you. How it goes.
Oh, from top,
That's top.
small button. Yeah, once.
Thank you, Nitin, for giving this chance. For tomorrow's hospital plan. Oh, wait. Another announcement. Because you are all interested in knowing when Sarvadevananda Swami is coming. If you will get into the bulletin, but just I am mentioning it, Sarvadevananda Swami will be coming in July. So he will be giving a retreat in San Diego on 7th and 8th. And then he goes.
What's the topic, Maharaj? Do you know the
No,
topic?
those will come later on. And then next day, Friday, Saturday in San Diego, that is 7 and 8. And then he goes to Trumugo. Next day, he will give you a talk and question answer. That is on 9th Sunday. 10th Monday, he goes to Sindhu Center. Sindhu Center in Syracuse. In Ashok's place.
Norwalk.
Norwalk. And then 11th, Tuesday, he will be giving the class here. And Wednesday, I have put him to Wednesday also. Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 classes here. That means here he will be 11 and 12. 10 Sunday in 12. Of course, we will give it everyone. That's for your understanding. Then Sunday talk, then he will be resting. He is too much tired of talking. So he wanted less work, but he is complaining that I am making him work more. Because he is trying to get some vacation, and I am putting him to work. He is tired there. He is coming here to retire or relax, but these are works on him. And then after then he gives here 2 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Sunday lecture he gives. Next, that's 16th. And then 18th or Tuesday, this evening class, that will be given by Banishananda from Germany. He will be giving that class. 19th, he will go to Chobuko to give a class, Banishananda. But Sarvadevananda, relax. 28th, 28th, Swami goes to Santa Barbara because he's only 3 nights here. So we are going 3 nights, he is talking. And Hollywood, on the 20th, he will get another laughing Swami, but it's called the Anubhavananda, Moj Mera. You have seen that Sadhu with beard?
Yes.
It does not belong to Ramakrishna order, but he is an independent Swami. He is a very cheerful Swami with a beard and makes his own camera and everything set. And after the lecture, he puts into YouTube. It does not use anybody. It is called the Anubhavananda. You can type Anubhavananda, you can get it. And then again, so in between, Sarvadevananda Swami is relaxing. 25th, he will be speaking again, giving one class, and 26th, Tuesday and Wednesday, my 2 classes. And then he goes to Santa Barbara, 28th and 29th, giving Friday and Saturday some retreat, and also Sunday lecture, and comes back. But comes back on 31st, Monday. 30th night he comes back after Sunday lecture in Santa Barbara. Then early morning he leaves. And he leaves means he leaves for India. He leaves in India.
Where is he?
He's in New York.
Okay.
July and August is close to July.
In June,